Good afternoon to one and all. I am R.V. Kiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. In this video lecture, I am going to explain you the introduction of the belt drives and what is the selection of a belt drive and types of the belts and what are the materials used for the belt drives. So today I am going to start the second topic in the fourth period, that is the belt drives, and this is my 50th lecture regarding to the subject kinematics of machinery. So today our topic is belt drive. So first of all, what is a belt drive and what is or how it is used in the transmission of power. How many times they can be used. So basically, a belt is a looped strip of flexible material in which it is used to mechanically link two or more rotating shafts. So whenever we are going to explain a belt, generally it is used for the transmission of power from one shaft to another shaft. So that is a simple thing that what we can explain about the belt. But in a complex situation, a belt is a looped strip of flexible material used to mechanical link two or more rotating shafts. So generally, these can be used and they may be used as a source of motion to efficiently transmit the power or to track relative movement. These belt drives can be used, and these belts are looped over pulleys. So generally, these belt drives are used for the looped pulleys only. So that can be used for the looped over pulleys. So in the pulleys section, you can be used as the loops, and in a two pulley system, the belts can either drive the pulley in the same direction or the belt may be crossed so that the direction of the shafts is opposite in direction. So depending upon the situation, we can use the direction of the belt drives. So that is why what is the direction of the, depending upon the direction of the pulleys, we have to decide the section. So when we have to take the pulleys in the same direction, it can be felt in the drive the two pulleys on the flat drives and in the same direction, but when the belt may be crossed, so when the belt has to be crossed, so that the direction of the shaft is opposite in section, so that the shafts can be in the opposite direction. Next, these belts or drives are used to transmit motion from one shaft to the other shaft by means of pulleys which rotates at the same speed or different speeds. So they can be vary in both ways, and these can be rotated at the same speed at different speeds. And the amount of power which is to be transmitted depends upon the different factors. So the factors to be considered for the power transmission are: first one is the velocity of the belt, second one is the tension under which the belt is placed on the pulleys. So depending upon the tension of the belt also, we have to reconsider the pulley. Next, third one is the arc of contact between the belt and the smaller pulley. So the arc of contact which lies between the two shafts of the pulley, two shafts or two pulleys, because the pulley is lie on the shaft. So these are the three factors to be considered for the selection of the pulley that is used to transmit the power. So which is used to transmit the power. Next, the conditions under which the belt is used. What are the favorable conditions to be used for the condition of belt drives? Next, the shaft should be properly in line to ensure the uniform tension across the belt section. So you have to decide the pulley of that section. So the shaft should be properly aligned to the uniform tension. Next, the pulleys should not be too close together in order that the arc of contact on the smaller pulley may be as large as possible. So that may be as large as possible. So the arc of contact will be larger from the smaller pulley to the larger pulley. Next, the pulleys should not be so far apart as to cause the belt to weigh heavily on the shaft. So, when the distance is used to increase, so it needs the lesser length. So, when we use it to the belt drives in the lesser section, that is lesser length, the transmission of power will be high, that is good in section. But when it is so far apart, the belt is constructed to be heavy in that. Next, thus increasing the friction load on the bearings. So it will be increasing the friction load on the bearings. So that is the main disadvantage there. So these are the conditions for the friction. Next one, long belt, which is tend to swing from side to side, causing the belt to run out. So the run out of the pulleys is occurred in that, and which in turn develops the crooked spots in the belt. So that develops the crooked spots in the belt. That is, it is used to cut off. That is called as the run out in the pulleys. Next, the tight side of the belt should be at the bottom of the section, so that whatever sag is present, that is slip of the belt is present in the loose pulley, will increase the arc of contact at the pulleys. So that is used to be increased. Next, in order to obtain the good results with flat belts, the maximum distance between the shafts should not exceed the 10 meters length. So that should be in proper section. So that should be not exceed the 10 meters, and the minimum should be less than the 3.5 times the diameter of the large pulley. So when you are going to fix the pulleys, the distance between the two pulleys should not be more than 10 meters, should not exceed the length of 10 meters, and minimum should not be less than 3.5 times the diameter of the pulleys. So that means it should not exceed the 10 meters distance. and it should be minimum of 3.5 times the diameter of the larger pulley. So that is the condition for the fixing the belt drive. So any loose side is this increases the contact or arc of contact at the pulleys should be increased when there should be any loose side. So whenever we using the belt drives for a long time, there should be some loose side in both the pulleys. So the belt drives used to slip by using for the longer time. So that's why there is a loose side for that. Thereby, it will increase the arc of contact at the pulleys and sound has been made by that. So the sound will occur by the loose side of the contact of the pulleys. Next, we go to the selection of a belt drive. So, what is the basic selection of a belt drive needed when we are going to use the belt drive? So, in that, first one is the speed of the driving and driven shafts. So, the speed of the driving and driven shafts should be taken in consideration. So, the speed need to be not more vary in between the driving and driven shafts. So it should be equal or less in difference. So whenever we are going to take the speed of the pulley, that is the driver pulley, whenever it is 100 rpm, the driven shaft speed should be up to 85 to 90 rpm. So that should not be less than that, or the difference between the driving and driven shaft should not be differ in high variance. So that is the main one. Next, second one is the speed reduction ratio. So the speed reduction ratio is one of the selection when we are going to select the belt drives. Next one is the power to be transmitted. So we have already discussed the speed of the driving and driven shaft. That the power transmission should be good or not used to be difference high in the high difference. So there should be only less difference between the driving and driven shafts. Next one is the center distance between the shafts. So depending upon the usage of the belt drives, we need to adjust this center distance between the shafts regularly. So the maintenance should be taken for every minimum period so that the belt drives should not be used to uh, raise the center distances. Next, positive drive requirements. So whenever we are using the belt drives, the drive requirements should be good and it is used to be maintained. That is, it develops the life of the belt drives to increase the life of the belt drives. Next, shafts layout. So the other one is the uh, division of the shafts layout. So what is the design of the shafts attached to it and what are the different types of shafts using for the belt drives and what are the distance between the two shaft centers. So these are all to be required for the shafts layout. Next one is the space available. So what are the space used for the belt drives? So that is also to be very important. So generally these gears are used for the lesser space available and belt drives are used for the higher space available. And last one is the service conditions. So what are the temperature and pressure conditions of the industry or of the room in which the belt drives is used? So that is one of the main conditions to be used for the selection of a belt drive. That is the service conditions. So these are all the different modules of the selection of a belt drive for the better running of the machine or better power transmission. Next one of the types of belt drives. So what are the different types of belt drives? So three types of belt drives has been widely used. First one is the light drive. Second one is the medium type of belt drives, and third one is the heavy drives. So coming to the first one, that is the light drives. So these are used to transmit the small powers at belt speeds up to about 10 meters per second. So they are used for the lower speeds, that is up to 10 meters per second, as it is used in the agriculture machines and small machine tools. So they are highly used in the agriculture machines and the small machine tools. And second one is the medium drives. So these types of drives are used to transmit the medium power at belt drives over 10 meters per second, but limited to 22 meters per second. So that is limited to the 22 meters per second, which is used in the machine tools. So they are highly used in the machine tools section. Last one is the heavy type of drives. So these type of drives are used to transmit the large powers at belt drives above 22 meters per second. So the speed is has been not limited to but 10 meters or 22 meters, it is the speed above 22 meters per second, and these are used in the compressors and generators. So these are highly used in the compressors and the generators section. So these are the three types of belt drives depending upon the speed of the belts. So they are classified based upon the speed of the belts. So that is the light speed, medium speed, and the heavy speed. So the light speed drives are limited up to 10 meters per second, and the medium drives are up to 10 to 22 meters per second, and the heavy drives are above the 22 meters per second. So next one is the types of belts. So it is one of the important question in the university exam. What are the types of belts? So the types of belts has been divided into three types based on the usage. First one is the flat belt, second one is the V belt, and third one is the circular belt, or they can be used as rope belt also. So in that first one is the flat belt drive. So you can see it in the picture also. This is the flat belt drive, or better you can see it in this picture. So this is the work pulley which you are going to fix the belt drive, and this is the flat belt. It is of in the rectangular shape. So the flat belt drives is mostly used in the factories and workshops where a moderate amount of power is used to be transmitted. So from one pulley to other pulley, you have to transmit a lesser number of power. That is the power transmission is less, or a moderate amount of power is used to be transmitted. Flat belt drives is used from one pulley to other pulley when the two pulleys are not more than 8 meters apart. So the distance for the flat belt drives are also given, that it should be less than 8 meters distance. So the distance between the two belt drives or the two pulleys, that is two pulley sections, should be less than 8 meters apart. And next, coming to the V belt drive. So the V belt drive is mostly used in the factories and workshops where a moderate amount of power is used to be transmitted. So whenever you are going to use transmit the moderate power, that is moderate speed, these V belts has been heavily used in the factories and workshops. Next one is the circular belt drive or rope drive. So the circular belt drive or rope belt drive is mostly used in the factories and workshops where a great amount of power is used to be transmitted. So whenever you are going to transmit higher speeds or higher amount of power, you need to take this or use the circular blade or rope drives from one pulley to the other pulley. The two pulleys are more than 8 meters apart. So the distance of the pulleys are also to be more than 8 meters apart. So in that conditions only the belt drive is used to transmit the power. Next, if a huge amount of power is used to be transmitted, then a single belt may not be sufficient. In such cases, wide pulleys, so for V belts or circular belts, with a number of grooves are used. So with a multiple number of grooves are to be used. Thus, in each groove is provided to transmit the required amount of power from one pulley to the other pulley. So whenever we are going to transmit the higher power or large power transmission is has to be done, then these types of pulley is to be transmitted in multiple times. So these are the different types of belts. So here in the picture you can see the different types of belts. So this is the flat belt drive. Next one is the V belt drive. So V belt drive has a groove, that is the V belt V groove, and the belt is fixed on the V belt. It is in the V groove. And last one is the circular belt. So circular belt or rope drive, we can use called as both ways. So this circular belt or rope belt is used for the high power transmission. So whenever a high power transmission is used to be transmitted, then this type of belt drive is used. And next one is the materials used in the belt drives. So different types of materials has been widely used based upon the purpose. So based upon the usage also the materials can be changed. In that, first one is the leather belts. So the most important material is the leather for the belt drives is the leather belt drive. The best leather belts are made from 1.2 meters to 1.5 meters long. So the distance between the two pulleys is given as the 1.2 meters to 1.5 meters in length. and cut from either side of the backbone to the top grade steel heads. So it is used in different sections. So in the picture you can see the leather belt drives. So the best leathers are made from 1.2 meters to 1.5 meters in long strips. The hair side of the leather is smoother and harder than the flesh side, but the flesh side is stronger in pace. So there are two sides in the leather belt drives. First one is the smoother side and second one is the harder side. So smoother side is lesser stronger than the fleshy side, that is the harder type. And the fibers on the head side are perpendicular to the surface. So the hair side fibers are perpendicular to the surface, while those on the flesh side are interwoven and parallel to the surface. So they are parallel to the surface and woven in the cross side, that is interwoven type. And therefore, for these reasons, the head side of the belt should be in contact with the pulley side. So for this reason only, they are using the smoother section on the pulley side. So the head side of the belt should be in contact with the pulley side. So that is why we are using these leather belts. Next one is the cotton or fabric belts. Second type is the cotton belt or the fabric belt. So most of the fabric belts are made by the folding canvas or the cotton duck, which is used to have two or more layers depending upon the thickness required for it to be designed and stitching it together. And these belts are woven also into a strip of the desired width, desired width and thickness. So these belts are woven also into strip of the desired width and thickness, and they are impregnated with some filler like linseed oil in between them. So impregnated means, fixing the sections. So that is why we are calling it as impregnated sections. In order to make the belts waterproof sections. So that is why this linseed oil is used in between the sections for the waterproof and to prevent the injuries to the fiber also. And the cotton belts are cheaper and suitable in warm climates. So they are used in the warm climates and in the damp atmospheres, and also used in the exposed positions of the pulleys. So they are used in the multiple sections. So that is why these cotton belts are cheaper than the other belts, which is used in the warm climates also. And therefore these belts are mostly used in the farm machinery, belt conveyors, etc. So these belt conveyors are used in the different sections. So that is of the cotton belts or the fabric belts. Next one is the rubber belt. So the rubber belts are made of layers in which multiple sections of layers have been used in composition, which is of fabric impregnated with the rubber composition. Impregnated means we have already studied that it is mixed with the other composition. That is, mixing of composition is called as the impregnation. And it has a thin layer of rubber on the faces. That's why it is a good composition. And these belts are very flexible but are quickly destroyed if allowed to come into contact with heat or oil or grease. Whenever it is used to be affected with the heat or pressure, it may be easily destroyed due to the high temperature, that is the heat, oil or grease. Next, one of the principal advantages of these belts is that they may be easily made endless. So easily attachments have been quickly done to the rubber belts. Next, these belts are found suitable for the sawmills, paper mills when they are exposed to the moisture. So these are highly used in the paper sawmills, that is the paper mills, sawmills, and they are exposed to moisture. So that is about the rubber belts. Next one is the last one, that is the last one in the section of materials for the belt, that is the balata belts. So these belts are very similar to the rubber belts, except the balata gum which is used in place of rubber. So that is the only difference for the rubber belts and the balata belts. So both are same in structure, and these belts are acid proof and waterproof and is not affected by the animal oils or alkalis. So these are not affected by any of these substances. And the balata belts should not be at temperatures above 40 degrees centigrade. So these are not used at the higher temperatures, that is above 40 degrees centigrade, because at this temperature the balata begins to soften and becomes sticky. So that is why these are not used at the higher temperatures. And the strength of Balata belts is 25% higher than the rubber belts. So it is somewhat higher, stronger than the rubber belt. So that is why these types of belts are used. So these are the different types of materials for used in the belt drills. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to see the types of belt drill. That is the depending upon the pulley fixation. That is open belt drill, cross belt drill, and the other belt drills. So now I am ending the class. Thank you.